more. Like, again, they have their own little... Yeah, I was going to ask about the Meepo because Bob plays it, but you're not laning into the AM, I don't think.
I mean,
I'm trying to remember.
it's very good against AM and MP, but I don't know how good of the hero it is right now.
Do have a decent amount of control for this Meepo to work with.
They do. I mean, X is kind of another pseudo anti-force staff spell. Sure. Not 100%, but it kind of lets you buy the time and close the gap better. So it works in that sense. Shanks will go down the river. First blood to Carl. So that's pretty much what Blacklist want to see here. A quiet early game where they're doing well in all three lanes and their Tusk is snowballing. Pretty good start.
Or Shanks tried to go for the glimpse back, but a snowball stopped it, and he was just trying to secure power runes for his Kunkka. Not good enough. Palos, now he's got some stacks, and he was looking to do those stacks, and then he found a bigger creep. It's going to be AU who's going to die here. Maybe getting the suicide on the Ancients, not quite. So this is not a game where Beastmaster is going to be able to take an Ancient stack to get really far ahead, but I don't think he necessarily needs it because he's up against an AM. We are
at this point in the game. If you're doing stacks, sure, but this kind of compresses their map, and I don't really think Carlo can stand out here either. He's just dead. This is really bad for Execration. Because you are accelerating Furion.
One down underneath the tower, and you're also accelerating Tim's, right? He's getting like
really big one.
Sprout's going to be able to separate them a little bit here. Tim's going to come into the rescue, trying to get the battery assault. A couple of boosts do go off. Bosco takes a healthy amount of damage, and Bob is here to make sure that they get the kill. Palos now is going to be caught. His lure Meepo is going to go down as Carl cuts in from the side. Gets a little bit of revenge and might even be able to save. No, never mind. Tim's is very, very dead. They also have that neat combo we just saw there, which we'll probably see more of later on in the game. The X with Upheaval. It's going to be pretty nasty for all the heroes that are not anti-mage.
Plus Glimpse and Kinetic Field.
Oh,
lineups are really good with Upheaval this game. Regen played the lane with Glimpse into like the level 2 boar, and there wasn't that good an answer for it. Instead, they've kind of deserted this lane, and now, you know, just feeding away a level 6 beast kill trying to get the helm. This is a really good start for Raven.
Yeah, also, like, if they were going to hang the Beastmaster out to dry like that, they could have given him the stacks. Boy, what a fade pull from AU. That's a number of Ancients. Jeez.
Carl seems like he wants to fight. Into his room. Pretty nice setup here.
Step lively now. Your ally is on board.
He steps just a little bit too far forward here. They're going to go for the kill now with the TP coming in of the Clockwork as well. Bob should be dead. They're going to try and buy him some time here. The boat's going to go out, but ultimately Pino's just going to get caught right alongside Bob. Now this is a 2-for-1 special with Blacklist bringing their whole team up here to be able to defend their tower and get 1, 2, and now a third kill with Shanks getting run down by Carl as well.
I don't like this kind of push. I think you have to respect the global ability of the Furion and the fact that Blacklist aren't really pressured anywhere on the map, so they're happy to bring all 5 to kill this beast and turn it around.
AoE Shadow Word with a Meepo?
Yeah, that's not bad. The problem is this spell is... Does it work when you're dug in?
I don't know. So all I've gotten here so far, hold up, nice hook shot follow-up after a beautiful snowball in from Carl. I mean, they were just sitting kind of right next to the high ground there.
What are these pushes, man? They're so weird.
Yeah. Palos is going to pop out here and try and go for the Rubik kill with the Meepo. Gets 1, but he's surrounded by heroes, so this is a little dicey. If he loses the Meepo here, it's going to be a really big setback. Tries to go for Bosku. Sprout is going to be able to separate the two. Bob does manage to hit the boat there and separate himself from the rest of the enemy team. Palos trying to clean up. Will be able to get Tim's as well. Glimpse, still glimpses. Looks like everybody else from Blacklist. The cores, the important people, do manage to get out. Them invulnerable and hidden. Do you know if the hidden hook shot catches Shanks and turn around? Panic Storm, no follow-up whatsoever from Execration. Hidden and invulnerable, can you interact with that unit with like heals and stuff like that? I don't know.
No, I don't think you can interact with the Meepo once he's dug, but I think if you apply it before he digs, it should stay on him because the dispel is only enemy dispel, I believe.
Yeah. We'll see whether or not Blacklist. Yeah, they're not going for it.
Oh, you know what seems good? This Upheaval in the late game with the attack speed talent for Meepo.
Oh, yeah.
That sounds so damn nice with Boat Rum on top. Honestly, they have the Beast Aura as well. This is a Meepo lineup.
Dude, AU did it to him again. He hit him with the counter X on the X.
Step lively
And he stole it again. He just refreshed
happened.
He refreshed the spell steal, so he's gonna have it for a long time at this point.
Telling you, you need the refreshed X here. The X, the X. Blacklist have another way to kill this Meepo. They have no way.
Man, you're a genius. Who else could have come up with that idea?
No, I'm
Besides
just,
me and
I
Palos.
understand the mechanics. I'm saying that the concept of it makes more sense. We haven't seen it.
Okay.
We haven't seen any of this, to be honest, because there hasn't been a fight.
No.
Is there gonna be a fight? Or this round?
No, it's an Animage game. Of course there's not going to be a fight. The only fight's after there's at least 2 lanes of barracks down. Look at them. They dug.
Dig. Oh, where are they?
Dug away.
They're back. The rat. Dude, he's the real rat.
I mean, it is a relatively long cooldown. It's 40 seconds.
All right, they're jumping one.
So he's going to lose his Aegis here. That's going to be Meepo life number 1. Tim's went forward, had the X, whether for good or for an ill.
Oh, run the Meepo.
Of the Meepo, they're going to go for it. The Static Storm trying to protect as much as possible, catching the AM with Primal Roar, and he's dead. They couldn't get him with a snowball save. That's what Carl was hoping to be able to pull off there, but not quite good enough. And now Execration might just end the game.
What are you doing versus Meepo right now? That was your AM BKB big man
with a
fight.
shard on Warlock. Amazing.
It's coming together.
The biggest brains here on Execration.
You can throw out as many Gleipnirs as you want, but this Meepo just heals. Doesn't care.
I don't want to take anything away from Execration, but I'll take a little bit away from Execration. I don't feel like this was a game that was a ton about execution. I feel that this sort of game says to me this is a clear outdraft. If it could just go like that.
I think it is. I think from theory standpoint, this game is almost unwinnable for Blacklist unless they destroy the lanes, because nobody fights Meepo in this game. It's too good of a Meepo game. I don't think you have a way to kill this hero. It's Anti-Mage's mortal enemy of all time.
He doesn't even have Scotty yet. Which I feel like is where the Meepo kind of peaks. It's a huge stat item, and then you just cannot get away from this hero, even if you do have BKB. Because Ransack doesn't work through BKB, but Scotty does.
Where he peaks is when he gets shard and he starts flinging the Meepos in on you.
Oh my god! I actually forgot that was a shard. Yo, let's wait for second Roshan. I need to see that in action.
They found the Kunkka.
Okay, that's a good pick off. Very nice. Is that yeah, I don't know. That was their Static Storm.
They're just gonna abandon the fight here. Palos is nowhere near this. Says, what were you guys doing there?
I don't know. It says
Nobody
the rest of
knows.
the team.
Yes, Scotty finished. And there's a lot of backup for this Meepo, man. Tino did pipe on top of the extra magic resist for this Meepo.
Nice.
It's gonna be so tanky. I mean, they don't even really have magic AoE, but it just makes this hero so damn tanky. He's at 3,000 HP. Got a Van Brace too. Pretty nice neutral item on this hero. Man, I don't know how you kill this guy.
You know, in a way, that makes hype all the more effective. The less magic damage they have, because then the shell just blocks out 100% of it.
Step lively now. Your
Well, that's kind of a two-way argument. What the hell does that even mean, dude?
I know. Listen, Avery, you got to give me something. I feel like Execration
I'm not
is
giving
just
you
about,
anything.
all right, fine. Don't give
The
me
golem.
anything. Golem's gonna
not-
give it to AU.
Yeah, the reverse X.
Oh, the stolen X again. I mean,
Where's your
you know,
third?
AU, he can at least walk away with his head held high, you know? He's like, well, I countered the shit out of Bob. I outplayed him, guys. And maybe you guys didn't do anything, but I did something.
I mean, not really, because he died like 10 seconds later, but
Got it.
yeah, sure. You know, he probably feels great.
Yeah.
I feel like this game just ends next Roche, unless Blacklist gets something crazy going.
Yeah, I think Bernages can go end. And Blacklist will have their BKBs for that fight that we were talking about. Crystalist for Baku. Work on another line. I don't think we're going to make that before.
Admiral is on board.
And it's not.
Almost level 3 divided we stand as well. That's when this hero becomes bonkers.
Oh, he's not even. Oh, he's not even.
No.
A whole nother Meepo still to go. And Scott.
thing is, I don't even feel like Palos has had to do much, honestly. But there hasn't been any crazy fights he's had to micro his ass off to win, or they're just kind of head-on man fights. And here's another one. All the ults.
This is BKB going, and he tried to go for the kill on Tino, but it's not nearly good enough. Now we get roared up again. Palos doesn't care about that, though. He wanted to go for more. Went for Bosku. He BKB'd, TP'd out. AU is going to be caught. So they'll get the 2 supports out of that initiation. Another fight the Blacklist tries to jump in, but it's not good enough.
Bob just swinging the sword of destiny right there. Because I want your soul, I want your last hit. This game is not a game, man. I don't think you can win these fights. It's just an outdraft. Plain and simple. Kind of cool to see, because this Meepo hero, yeah, maybe he's not the best, but he's still one of the ultimate cheese heroes. And in this type of game, he just punished the hell out of these 3 cores. They got nothing on this guy.
And Palos is going to go above a 50% win rate with Meepo. As long as they win this fight, which it's looking pretty good, Raven can't even do anything. He can't even go in. The Meepo is just too terrifying. And now they're both on him and Bosku. Raven mantas and managed to blink out, but now it's Megan.
I think they're doing negative damage to this guy.
Yeah.
By fighting him, they're healing him more than...
Yeah, his HP pool is actually pretty massive now, thanks to all the hits he's been doing with Ransack.
Yeah, that's it. That's the game. Golem are on top of it. I forgot about that one, but these people had like 3,500